Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Playing with Matches. I am your host, the Ghost of Game Shows Past. Some of you might know me better as the Ghost of Christmas Past. This is what I do the rest of the year. Why? Because I love game shows. But also, this is a part of the eternal recompense that I am forced to pay because of my lifetime of sins. It's a ghost thing. We have a fantastic game for you tonight. The way it works is we have a panel of celebrities called from all across space and time, and we will ask them funny fill-in-the-blank questions. And then two willing and able contestants will try to match as many of those answers as they can. They will get 1 point for every correct answer, and whoever has the most correct answers at the end of the game will move on to a bonus round with a chance to win a fantastic prize. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. So let's bring out our panel of celebrities. The first panelist, yes, they are some sort of motivational speaker, but not for humans. They help animals. Well, I guess that's kind of sweet. Sandy Wesson, Mr. Murden.
Very close, very close. Sandy West Musen Dumanen.
Of course, of course. Oh, now, Sandy, how can you tell if the animals are getting the point of what you're saying to them and not just reacting to a bunch of noise and motion?
Because they ramp up production. And I'll tell you, I started with chickens. I grew up on a farm. And I realized that my pet rooster, Dominic, was depressed. And so I started talking to Dominic every day, and I told him, you can cock-a-doodle do it. And he started to, do a good job every morning. And then the chickens, I told him, girls, you got to do this. You can lay your eggs. You can do this. And they started to ramp up production. And then I realized I had a gift. So I started with the chickens, but then went on to talking to other animals. And I have a book, self-published, and it's called You Can Cock-a-Doodle Do It. But yeah, it's and I don't believe in PETA. PETA is like, how would you feel if your job as an animal is to come here and supply things for people? How would you feel if you were not picked for the softball team when you're playing with Jim? Same kind of thing. So
definitely similar kind of thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sandy. Very interesting to meet you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much. Our next member of our celebrity panel, he is considered the antique dealing genius. He knows everything there is to know about antiques. Please welcome Dusty Junk Jenkins. How's it going, Dusty?
It's just great to be here. I asked the producers if I could throw my 1-800 number up on the screen because I'm really trying to move some of these items.
Certainly.
I mean, I'm here to play the game. Sure, sounds fun, but more important than games is paying the bills. And Dusty Junk Jenkins has to keep Dusty's Junk open. That's the name of my store. And to keep my junk open, I've got to sell some, well, I call it junk kind of affectionately, but it's really more like collectibles, treasures. Like over here, you can see we have some movies. We have Mr. and Mrs. Smith. We have School of Rock. We have the first season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We have the Coen Brothers' best movie, The Lady Killers. All of those, if you come down here, I'll pay you to take them.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good deal. That's how much those movies are worth, negative money. Thank you.
Would you be interested, though? Now, this little fella, this is kind of the prize of my collection. I'm really trying to get this guy out of here. I've sold him several times, and he keeps ending up back at the store. And I really don't know what's up with it, but would you somebody please buy this again?
I believe the answer is no.
Don't his eyes catch the light just so?
They're catching something. I believe my soul.
They say that whoever holds him and owns him is cursed, but that's just something they say. Would someone please?
Ooh, being transported to a different time and place. All right. Thank you, Dusty. Very great to have you here. Our next guest, this person is famous throughout history for giving to the rich and taking from. Wait, I don't actually know how that works in this instance. It's Robin Hood, but centrist Robin Hood?
Hello, tally-ho, and well met, sir. I know I might not be quite the Robin Hood you recognize, but we went through some few changes. First of all, we had a focus group, and some people didn't like the color green, so we went with kind of a powder blue, the least offensive color possible. Everyone agrees it's kind of the middle road of colors, and that's kind of where I ended up. And to your previous question, yes, I still take from the rich a little bit. I also take from the poor a little bit, and we take that money and we feed it to a problem solvers caucus who has meetings. And one day those meetings, by God, those meetings, by the grace of God above in Jerusalem, those meetings, they will be meetings.
Wow. You've really taken the spirit of a lovable fictional character from history to just a really bland and boring place that now no one can enjoy. So good job.
You remember the Merry Men, right? The Merry Men? Yeah. Well, they're now just the calm and serious men, because just right down the middle, calm and serious men. Like Little John is now Larry Summers. We've got everyone back here. It's great.
Great. Well, fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Hood. We appreciate you. All right, this next person joining our celebrity panel, you might know them from television, video games, action figures, and all kinds of other things that people in the religious right somehow think is Satan. Please welcome Ash Ketchum.
Hi there, it's great to be here. This is like the match league?
Kind of, but more jokes about sex.
I'm not sure about that. Is that a Pokemon?
Sure.
Oh, it could be.
Okay.
Now, it seems like you have a Pikachu there.
This is my buddy Pikachu. We've been we've been together since the start of my adventure.
Oh, wow, yeah. So your parents sent you out on your own to fend for yourself in the wild at 11. What was that like?
Actually, it was at 10. It was just my mom. I've not seen my dad ever, actually, now that I think about it. But that's okay. It's actually normal where I'm from. Everyone goes on a journey at about 10.
Sure. Yeah, that's normal where someone's from, I'm sure. Well, thanks for being here. I can't wait to hear you talk about little Japanese pocket monsters. Fantastic. Wow. Our next person joining the panel here, they're famous on the internet for their let's call it explosive repartee and calling out the system and they're like a right-wing internet person or something. I already can't stand them. Denise McLaren, everyone. You're muted, Denise. Thank God.
I'm
Denise.
sorry. My daughter did not show me how to work her laptop before she let me borrow it to be on this show.
Wow. So you're an internet personality who does not own her own computer.
That's right. I do not own my own computer. I don't trust owning my own computer. I don't like having something in my room that the government can watch me through while I am having private time to myself.
Like a phone? You don't own a phone either?
I don't own a phone, no.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you talk the talk and walk the walk. I appreciate that.
That's right.
All right. Well, thank you for being here, Denise. Appreciate that.
You are welcome.
All right. And the last person joining our panel of celebrities, they are one of the most beloved children's toys, except she was maybe not the best one out of the bunch. It's Sasha the Bratz doll. Oh.
Hi.
Hi, Sasha. You're not one of the Bratz dolls I'm familiar with.
Oh, I'm the prototype. I didn't make it quite through to the final round, but I am just as good as all the other Bratz dolls that have been discontinued.
Sure you are. Yeah. So what's it like being a doll? Do you feel feelings and think thoughts?
I don't know a whole lot about the feelings, but I do have a lot of thoughts, such as, put me in this interesting pose. And I don't like this outfit that you've put on me. Change this outfit. Also, please don't cut my hair because it won't grow back.
Sounds like a regular human to me. Thank you for being here, Sasha the Bratz doll. Well, that's our panel of celebrities. Now let's bring out our two contestants. The first is returning to the Playing with Matches game. Please welcome the wonderful and hilarious Jenna Frick.
Hi.
Hi, Jenna. Thanks for joining us again. Tell everyone at home a little bit about yourself.
I am a working professional. I'm a Virgo. And sometimes I like to manifest things. And I have a dog. And I'm a really big fan of the show.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for being here, Jenna. We really
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Very excited.
Let's see if we can manifest you a win. And your competition today, she is a fantastic performer and a burlesque superstar here. Please welcome the wonderful Eyelash Viper.
Hello.
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 Tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Eyelash Viper, and I perform in the Baltimore, D.C. area. I like bubble baths, champagne, and Louboutins.
Absolutely. 2 things you can drink and 1 you can't. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Eyelash Viper. All right, we're going to be moving into our first round of gameplay. Because Jenna is a returning competitor, we're going to have Eyelash go first. Eyelash, would you like clue A or clue B to start?
I'm a big fan of the letter B.
Letter B, fantastic. All right, here we go. All right, listen up, celebrities. Write down your best answer to this question. Donald Trump is still trying to recount the votes from that last election. His latest technique is to only count ballots that have blank on them. Donald Trump is still trying to recount the votes from that last election. His latest technique is to only count the ballots that have blank on them. Write down your best answers, and then when everybody's completed writing their answer, we'll ask Eyelash what she thinks will get the most matches. Donald Trump's still alive, wandering around a golf course, complaining about something that happened he doesn't agree with. He's become everyone's racist grandpa.
You watch it. You watch it.
All right. Sorry, Denise. I am so sorry.
He is the person
Yes,
who I
Denise.
think about when I don't want the FBI watching me.
Oh my. Oh wow.
Okay.
That is the thing of everything you're going to say tonight, that's the one I believe the least.
You
Good
do
job.
realize the FBI is not watching you, Denise.
The FBI cares very much about what I, a resident of Florida, do. Okay, I have lots of reason to believe that they're interested in my daily activities.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
did they
not.
find your little ISIS terrorist stash in your basement? Is that why?
I have nothing of ISIS
Mhm.
paraphernalia on my property that I rent. Okay.
All right. Looks
You
like
know what's-
everybody's written
You know
down
what's
their
really
answers.
neat though? The FBI does have dogs, and they have bomb sniffing dogs, and they do train them to make sure that the general public doesn't pet the dogs. So that's
Well,
one thing.
you know who doesn't have a dog? Donald Trump. So let's ask Eyelash what she thinks is going to get the most matches. All right, Eyelash. Donald Trump is trying to recount the votes from the last election. His latest technique is to only count ballots that have what on them? Oh,
He only counts votes that have tiny Oh, you can't see it because it's
That's
white. Tiny fingerprints.
tiny fingerprints.
Tiny
The
fingerprints.
kind of man with small hands leaves. I understand. All right, that's a good answer. All right, Sandy Westminster, what did you write down for your best answer? What do you think Donald Trump wants to find on those ballots?
Hey, Ghost, I'm just gonna call you Ghost. You can just call me Sandy. How about that?
Sure.
It's easier.
I won't mess up your name every single time I try it, I promise.
That's okay. I'm pretty laid back. I just put nothing because he's just gonna start picking up paper, call them ballots, and throw them in there. So anything that has nothing on it.
Yeah, that would not be the weirdest thing he's ever done. Unfortunately, that's might be something he tries to do. Unfortunately, though, not a match. All right, Dusty Junk Jenkins, have you know a little bit about history, being an antique dealer? Has anything like this ever happened in history? It's unprecedented.
Anything like what's happening on this show tonight? No,
Well,
No.
Sure. Yeah.
there's no precedent. Are we sure I can't get that 800 number up here? Because, folks,
Maybe at the end.
its face appears to be made out of like nylon or something like that, and its eyes are onyx. And I don't think there's ever been another object like it.
What Pokemon is that?
You know, if you want to think of it as a pocket monster, I'm sure it would love to come home to you. And I'll bring it to you. But we can work that out later. I don't want to derail the show just because I don't like the way he looks at me.
Yeah,
Ghost.
me neither. I also don't like that. All right, what did you write down, Dusty? What did you write down? What do you think Donald Trump wants to find on those ballots?
Well, as a follower of Denise McLaren's blog and all of her online musings, and I find them very relaxing. I don't really listen to words that people say. I just kind of go on tone, you know. And I find
that's okay. Me neither.
I find her tone just super soothing, and just it makes me feel like I'm dipping into a warm tub. But I know a lot of people out there like to say sort of, for lack of a better term, tacky things about our president.
Sure.
And so I went with what I thought someone might say. My first instinct was to say Cheetos dust.
Yes. Very good.
However, I think it's important. You need to know I have 60 boxes of just neckties.
Wow, how much for that 60 boxes of neckties?
If you let me throw in this little guy.
No.
We can work something out.
Deal over. No. Sorry, no.
Hey, you're already
right.
dead. You're already dead. So what can he do? Oh.
Wait, hold on, Dusty. Put a necktie on that thing.
Yeah, maybe necktie. Yeah.
Put a
maybe
necktie
I'll see if I can
thing,
fashion one in
and you can sell it.
the lulls tonight. I'll see if I
If
can.
you put a necktie on that, I guarantee you will sell it.
All right,
I'll try.
centrist Robin
Thank you,
Hood. As a centrist, I have a feeling you probably like some of Donald Trump's policies, but not all of them. What do you think he wants to find on those ballots that have already been counted thrice?
Well, I've dealt with a lot of political problems in my time and place, and I always try to find that middle path. Obviously, here the lords, the burghers, that they want more and greater authority and respect, and the people, they want to not be burned and killed in their homes. And I thought, well, what if they just were burned a little less in their home, but gave a little more respect? And I think that way we're going to find a nice, honest solution. But speaking of our politics, there's a long history of very old English kings. And I think your former president ties into that because he's looking for Anglo-Saxon DNA.
Yes, of course. Yes, he wants to find the people who voted for him, and those people were white. Yes.
I am white.
Yes, very good. Yes, unfortunately not a match, but something that he's definitely very interested in, the DNA of white people. Thank you, Robin Hood. All right, Ash Ketchum. Oh, yeah. You're an adorable child of racial ambiguity. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Something Japanese, but kind of white. I don't get it, but it's okay. Do you know anything about Donald Trump? Are you familiar with him and that whole situation?
So I use the thing called my Rotom phone, and I looked up a picture of him, and he looks an awful lot like this Pokemon I saw called a Gumshoes. Oh. And they're based on a weasel. So,
yeah, that's right.
But the last time I heard about a vote, we were doing a class president thing. So I said, you want high scores?
Oh, high scores. Yeah. He would love to have high scores, but he did not get them. Not at any time at all on anything. A good answer, but unfortunately, Ash, not a match. All right, let's see. Denise McLaren, what do you think your current still president wants to find on those ballots?
Well, I just want to say Donald Trump is currently and forever my president. I'd be in total favor of a Trump monarchy. I'm really super into it. I got a poster of a very buff Donald Trump in my room, and I'm very certain that is what he looks like under that suit. And I'm also very certain he won the election. And the only reason it looks like he didn't is because of dead people that Democrats are putting on those mail-in ballots. Okay, so I said Donald Trump is looking for on those ballots alive voters.
Alive, right. The names of only living voters.
Alive.
Of course. Too many dead people voting. As a dead person, I have to say, we did not vote. We don't care. We spend most of our days hanging out in bathrooms. Not for sexual reasons. We just like to see what goes on in there when you don't know we're looking.
I just want to say I can't be the only one.
FBI is what I'm hearing. Are you with the FBI?
No.
I can't be the only one who's having like an ASMR moment with her talking like this. I mean, does anybody else just?
Yeah, I definitely, ASMR.
There's a lot of words I don't understand.
Sort of.
What's ASMR mean?
Yeah, don't worry. You're fine.
That a Pokemon?
All right. Sasha the Bratz doll, darling, you look so wonderful. You really do look good. It's nice to know that the dolls that came after you, ended up being a little less
That's
killer
what.
clownish.
Well, the makeup is a process,
Yeah.
and all the hues and the pigments and it takes a couple of models to get it right.
Of course. Now, speaking of people who couldn't get it right, Donald Trump, he lost that election, but he thinks he can still win. What do you think he's looking for on those ballots that's going to help him get it back?
Well, I don't really know a whole lot about politics, but in the household that I lived in, all I know is there was a lot of tears. And so
Tears,
that
yes.
is what I recall from that time.
Yeah. That's a very good answer. A very good answer. And definitely a lot of people did cry onto their ballots for multiple reasons this past election.
I
Not
had
a match.
allergies that day. I have fall allergies.
Yeah, I had allergies too, allergic to voting for Trump. Okay, unfortunately, not a match. No points this round, Eyelash. Better luck in round 2. All right, Jenna, this question is for you. Listen up, celebrities, and write down your best answer to this question. The Matrix 4 is coming out very soon, and Keanu Reeves is excited. To stay up to date with 2021, instead of saying, I know Kung Fu, he's going to say, I know blank. The Matrix 4 is coming out very soon, and Keanu Reeves is very excited to stay up to date with 2021. Instead of saying his iconic catchphrase, I know Kung Fu, he's going to say, I know blank. Write down your best answer. Keanu Reeves, he's about to do another action movie. Very excited about that. I hope at some point he says, whoa.
I've only ever seen the first Matrix, and I only saw it last year. So.
Wow. Well, then you just get ready because they're worse after that, but hopefully 4 is good.
Exciting.
I mean, 2 is fine, 3 is not, and then 4, we'll see.
Right. Let's hope Keanu Reeves is more on the times than I am, because I apparently certainly am not.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's okay. All right, looks like everybody's written down something. All right, here we go. The Matrix 4 is coming out very soon, and Keanu Reeves is so excited to stay up to date with 2021. Instead of saying, I know Kung Fu, he's going to say, I know what? Sandy Westermadoodle, what did
Jenna
you write? Yeah, you're right, Jenna. Thank you. Thank you for being on the show enough times to know.
Please don't forget me. You're reminding me of all of my family outings.
Oh, wow. Oh, yikes. Oh, that's a lot of pressure on me, Jenna. That's a lot of pressure. All right, Jenna, what do you think the best answer is, my darling?
Instead, he will say, I know the latest TikTok dance.
I know the latest TikTok dance. That's right. It's something that looks bad and kids are good at it. It's a TikTok dance, and I'm sure his kids love it. Great answer. That's a very good answer. All right. Sandy Westermadoodle, what did you write down? What is he going to say instead of I know Kung Fu?
Oh my God, I love that answer. I wish I had said that. But I want to say one thing. This is for you guys. I love you. Isn't that cute? All right.
Oh my gosh.
Would you
It's
like
so
to trade?
cute. No, God, your dog's, whatever that thing is, scary. Oh,
Yeah.
That just filled a hole in my heart that my parents never filled.
Oh, wow.
well, let me tell you, dogs are really good for that. Dogs will love you unconditionally.
Did you say something about holes?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. So
All right, what
I
did you write
said,
down?
I don't know if I can do a Keanu Reeves impression, but what was the line that he said?
He said, I know Kung Fu.
Okay. I know where to get vaccinated.
I know where to get vaccinated. That's right. The answer is just about anywhere. If you haven't done it yet, you just don't want to.
Is vaccinated a Pokemon?
Sure. Yeah.
It can be.
Yeah.
It's a Pokemon you don't want to catch.
Yeah, great answer, Sandy. Unfortunately, not a match for Jenna, but a very good answer. All right, Dusty Jenkins, I'm sure you have a couple of those VHS copies of The Matrix there. What do you think Keanu wants to know this time?
The Matrix is a little bit overrated when you can have the Dragnet soundtrack. The Dragnet soundtrack that's got Tom Hanks and Dan Aykroyd rapping on it.
Oh, wow. That's a real thing, yes.
The
On a
extended
record, too.
dance mix of One Night in Bangkok.
Oh,
Oh.
my.
And- Buy those. It's 3 for 25 cents when you buy one of my classic LPs. I have the second Buggles album. This is the one that doesn't have Video Killed the Radio Star on it.
Their follow-up, their sophomore album. Yeah, very popular with such hits as.
It's a reason why you constantly are hearing people talk about, I love the second Buggles album. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yep,
The
100%.
deep cuts. But anyway, Keanu is, if there's one thing I know about Keanu, he's a philosophical guy. He likes to keep it simple. So I think
Sure.
he would say, I know my name is Keanu.
That is one of the things Keanu definitely knows, is that his name is Keanu. Very good. Unfortunately, it's not a match, but that is probably a true statement. All right, centrist Robin Hood. The Matrix was this movie about this guy Neo. I don't know if you know it, but what do you think the guy who played him is going to say in this next movie?
Well, I'm to understand that in these sorts of things, you're supposed to have kind of sometimes a joke answer. So my initial thought was traditional English longbow skills, but that's silly. They would never do anything like that in one of these fight 'em movies. But I hear the kids. I'm often in the villages. They often say, "Sir, I have nothing to eat," and I'm like, "Oh, child, I don't want to give you too much food because then you'll get too full and that will just overstimulate your economy." So, but we talk and they chat. And the thing I hear kids say the most, and I'm sure that this Mr. Reeves person would say in this movie, is, "I know austerity."
Austerity, yeah.
Kids love austerity. It's just the thing that everyone's doing in the villages these days. It's right down the middle.
Very popular with the kids now.
What did he just call me?
Yeah. Oh, no, you're fine. No, austerity.
Oh, okay.
You're good, you're
Okay,
good.
thank you.
Thank you.
What happened to you, Robin Hood?
I got hit in the head.
Okay.
What did you say?
I'm just happy he's not a socialist anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
He was
I
big
need to get
socialist.
you a puppy. We're going to have a chat. This is bad.
Oh, little Robin Hood dog. Ash Ketchum, what do you think Keanu Reeves is going to know this time, since he's not going to know Kung Fu because he already knows Kung Fu?
So I don't understand most of those words,
Sure.
but Pikachu's been on the phone a whole lot, and I thought he was talking about a clock, but he took the marker and wrote something about, I know TikTok.
Oh, very good. That's a match. Very good. Guy, we
Okay.
consider
I
that a
love
match.
Pikachu.
Is this
Oh, hi,
a-
Pikachu. He follows me on TikTok.
is TikTok a Pokemon? People
Um,
keep promising me Pokemon. There's so many words that sound like Pokemon. Austerity. Bratstall. Bratstall looks like a Pokemon. It looks like a Jinx evolution, but it's not, is it?
We're just going to say yes, because I think that shattering your worldview at this point will be detrimental to all of our enjoyment. So yes. All right,
We'll capture
Denise
after.
McLaren, The Matrix 4, which I'm sure you hate because of the liberal left makes movies. What do you think Keanu Reeves is going to know this time that isn't Kung Fu?
I do hate liberal movies. I'm really looking forward to that Daily Wire movie that they're going to make with the girl from Star Wars who got canceled by Disney and Generation Z. I did say that Keanu Reeves would say, I know the government is surveilling all of the population and controlling us via propaganda and forced facial coverings and mandatory vaccinations. Wake up, sheeple, and open your eyes. They oppose free thought, but only when Democrats are in charge.
That does sound like
Actually wrote all
something.
that.
That does sound like something from The Matrix. So that might be in there in some words. Unfortunately,
love-
that's not a match, but an impressive feat of handwriting. So thank you, Denise. But
That was my
unfortunately-
second answer.
No, I know that was
yeah.
gonna. You were about to say that.
I mean,
Right.
one of my talents is that I write and type very fast. It just does come at a little bit of cost of the quality of what I'm saying, but I feel like it doesn't matter.
I agree with Dusty. Your voice is like just melted chocolate just pouring over a wafer. I just want to just take a break. Oh my god! I
See,
love it.
she's getting to you now, man.
She's
You're
getting
gonna-
to me. She's
you're
getting to
gonna-
me.
You're gonna be
All right.
subscribing soon.
Maybe
Sasha
I'll
the
change
Bratz.
genres.
Right. Sasha the Bratz doll. I don't know if there was ever a Neo action figure, and maybe you two got it on. But what do you think he knows in this new movie that isn't Kung Fu?
I have been very faithful to G.I. Joe, as well as several other dinosaurs that my owner has, and a couple of strange baby dolls. But you know, I'm faithful to all of them. I like that doll that man has with the hat. It's like a half man, half tiger. I would take him home.
He's
I'm
also,
sorry,
it's got,
what was the question?
it's
I
got like
it
a
right.
little, the face kind
Yeah.
of looks like an old person that knows like a
Oh,
secret
yes.
that's creepy, you know?
Oh, I
It's like
like
a
that.
Skeksis.
Oh, yes.
Very much so.
I enjoy
Sadly.
when they take the clothes off, even though I don't have anything down there. It's still enjoyable.
Sure. Did you write an answer down,
Oh,
honey?
yes, I'm sorry. I do have a very active TikTok as well.
Oh, TikTok.
TikTok trends with a Z, like brats with a Z.
Wow. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Fantastic. 2 points.
Many
I think that might be a record high for this game is 2 points in a single round. Very, very good.
Many people follow my TikTok because they remove my clothes and then change them out with other clothes that are more trendy.
Me too,
The
girl.
longer I talk to you, Sasha, the more sad I am. Oh, thank you so much. Good answer. And so that means Jenna is in the lead with 2 points at the end of this first round. Jenna, very good. All right, we're about to move into the second round. Eyelash, you are going to go first in the second round since you are behind. Listen up. Oh, would you like A or B? You can also choose A or B.
I think I'll choose A this time.
Choose A this time. I love that. All right, listen up, celebrities. All right, Lego Masters is back on Fox, and other toy companies are following suit. My sources tell me the next hit reality TV competition based on a toy line is going to be called Blank Wars. Lego Masters is back on TV, and other toy companies are following suit. My sources tell me that the next hit reality TV competition based on a toy line is going to be Blank Wars. Write down your best answers. Sasha knows about toys. She happens to be one, and apparently she's sleeping with a few.
Oh my
One of them-
goodness.
At least one baby doll. I don't know how I feel about that, but you're plastic, so let's call it morally gray.
There are also some stuffed animals involved. It gets wild in there.
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel less sad.
It's like Toy Story, but sexual.
Oh my
There are
goodness.
some states where the legal age of consent would allow for that kind of thing. Though, as a Christian, I do believe it is morally wrong.
Of course. Looks like everybody's
it's
written down
just
there.
It's
All
just
right.
between me and the other toys.
Of course. Whatever you do between you and several other toys is your own business.
And
All right,
I hate
Eyelash
that.
Viper, I'll read that question one more time. Lego Masters is back on TV, and other toy companies are following suit. My sources tell me that the next hit reality TV competition based on a toy line is going to be Blank Wars. What do you think, Eyelash?
I said Plastic Wars.
Plastic Wars. That's a very good idea. I like that very much. Plastic Wars. That sounds like a reality TV competition about plastic surgery, honestly.
About Joan Rivers.
About Joan Rivers. That's right.
About Joan Rivers.
All right. Sandy Waterfalls, what did you write down for your best answer? What do you think the next hit reality TV based on a toy line is going to be called?
I just think it's so cute that you did that to my name. It's so cute.
Sure.
And I just wanted to say regarding like Sasha and the little stuffed animals and the sexual stuff. Did you know that people that like to dress up like stuffed animals and have sex, they're called furries? I don't know
Yes,
if you
they
know
are.
that.
I certainly
Interesting.
do.
I sometimes counsel folks like that.
Oh.
Part of motivational speaking. Interesting. It's interesting. Anyway, I said Easy Bake Oven Wars.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds like something they would do on that same set for Netflix where they film all of their baking shows.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be very good. I would probably watch that, but
I would too. I think that'd be fun. And Sasha could be on it. That'd be
yeah,
fun.
that's right. Although I wouldn't put her near an easy bake oven. She might melt, and then she would look
True.
weird.
True. Yes.
All right. Dusty Junk Jenkins, I know you know something about toys, my friend. What do you think the next hit reality TV competition is going to be? What wars? We're looking for Plastic Wars.
I know it always threatens to derail the show whenever someone comes in with a tangent like this, but I too have grown a bit concerned about Sasha and some of these dating experiences she's having. I have a couple nice fellas to introduce her to.
Oh.
Hong Kong Fooey. This guy's fully articulated, and that'll be about, I don't know, 37 cents or some shit. And
fully
also,
articulated and fully canceled.
I mean, this lovable guy.
Oh,
Oh,
You can't
wow.
beat
I know
this
she
one.
likes that. I know she likes that.
Cancel culture.
Everybody loves that character. I
Love
forget the
that.
name.
The more
Pikachu
the
says that's a
merrier.
dad bod.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's Dad Bod, the action figure. I don't really keep
Yeah.
up with these things. Anyway, I said dildo.
Oh,
I know
Dildo
that's a
was-
Pokemon.
Now, some dildos are made of plastic. Let me check with the judges. Judges? Ooh, not a match. All right. Very good answer, though. And Dusty, I think you just wanted to say dildo.
I mean, at least twice a day, I like to work with.
I knew it. I
I
could
would
tell.
have
I
said
could
it
tell.
if I didn't think I would get kicked off. Jeez.
No, please. We can all say it. All right, centrist Robin Hood. They're going to make a reality TV competition about all the toys eventually. What do you think the next big one's going to be? Something Wars. What'd you write down?
Well, I'm a big fan of tradition. It's a very handy thing to be a fan of, particularly when people ask you to defend the decisions you've made when they make no conceivable sense at all. You can say, well, it's the way we've always did it, therefore it's important. And it's an infallible argument. So big tradition fan here. And I'm reminded of the old tradition of shooting archery in the village green. And while I'm sad that tradition has gone away, there is one toy that has sort of kept up with it. And I cannot wait to see Lawn Dart Wars.
Lawn Dart Wars, yes.
It's just going to be amazing.
Yes, a real thing that kids used to be able to do is play with javelins and call it a game. Unfortunately, that is not a match, but that does sound like a fun thing we should all have a couple of drinks and let our kids do outside on a 4th of July weekend. So very, very good, Robin Hood. Not a match, though. All right, Ash Ketchum, you know something about toys. I mean,
Yeah.
real Japanese pocket monsters, right?
Well, I know that I have a toy Pikachu because my Pikachu gets lonely at night. So I know that there's toys of all the other Pokemon, so we figured Pokemon Wars.
Pokemon Wars, that's right. That does sound like a slightly darker version of Pokemon that will soon come out, where Pokemon fight each other to the death, and it's very bloody and aimed at adults.
Well, most of the ghost Pokemon are already like, I know Shuppet is the soul of a child that got lost in the woods. No, that's Phantom. I'm sorry. Most of the ghosts are just the souls of wandering children, allegedly.
Well,
That's okay. That's why we have Pokemon to protect us.
I'll let them know you said hi the next time I see them at one of our ghost meetings.
I've been dead twice already, so it's not that big a deal.
Well, good answer, but unfortunately not a match. All right, Denise McLaren, we need to know what you think the next reality TV hit's going to be based on a toy. I'm assuming you think it's some sort of deep state cover-up for something.
What I said was it may not have been based on a toy, but what I wrote was Civil Wars, because there is a Civil War coming, and the snowflakes with the colored hair and the masks should be very afraid because we have guns and we are going to win the Civil War when it happens.
Sure. Because you did so well the last time.
Listen, I feel like Donald Trump's presidency has been one of the best times of my life. And I also feel like my times in high school has been some of the best times in my life. I love to talk about how high school was the glory days. We just kind of got a thing for things that last 4 years exactly.
Yeah.
It's just enough.
Wow, Denise, that was exhausting. All right. Unfortunately, not a match, but also fortunately not a match. All right, Sasha, the discontinued Bratz doll. Oh, my dear. You must know something about toys. Are you a fan of Lego?
I am a fan of all toys. And in fact, I just wanted to let you know some of the other toys that I have been put in compromising positions with. Therefore, I will take the fat dad bod as well as that other dog in a dress. I'm not really sure what it was, but I have been in some compromising positions with Goku, He-Man, a Transformer, a WWE figure, somehow one hungry hippo, the man from Operation somehow, as well as some sort of doll made out of a corn husk that my child won at a fair.
Threaten
Do you
me
have
with a
any
good time,
pictures?
Sasha.
Do you
Yeah,
have any
right.
pictures of this occasion? Any
Oh, I'm
videos? Any
not sure. The
pictures?
child, she just puts us in the poses and then she
Okay.
runs outside to play.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so there's
That
like
makes sense.
no
That makes
physical
sense.
evidence that this
Yeah,
happened.
no.
I was like
I
a free for all
don't
in there.
know.
Yeah, just
Just
in her
checking.
head.
Just wondering. Just wanted to like, see it. But
Yeah, that sounds great. I would watch that. I would pay $24.99 a month for a site that did things like that. Okay, but Sasha, what did you write down? What do you think the next hit reality competition is going to be based on a toy? What wars? Bratz Wars. Of course. They already have that. They already have a show called about Bratz Wars. It's called The Real Housewives of Any Place.
Oh, but those girls are only 98% plastic.
Lisa
whereas
Rinna
I'm
is the
100%
original Bratz
plastic.
doll.
Yeah, very, very bad, very bad. Unfortunately, not a match. Eyelash, unfortunately, not a match for you this round. I'm so sorry. All right, we're gonna move on to question 2, Jenna. You are ahead by 2 points, and then Eyelash will have 1 chance to match or surpass you after this. Okay, listen up for clue number 2. RuPaul's Drag Race has been spun off in Canada, Spain, Thailand, and Down Under. Rumor has it the next place they're bringing drag to is Antarctica. It's going to be called RuPaul's Drag Race, the Cold Blank Edition. RuPaul's Drag Race has been spun off to series in Canada, Spain, Thailand, and Down Under. Rumor has it the next place they're bringing drag is to Antarctica. It's going to be called RuPaul's Drag Race, the Cold Blank Edition. Write down your best answer to that. RuPaul's one of my favorite people. I can't wait until she's a ghost. We're going to spend a lot of time together doing what I like to call throwing shade.
Nice.
Have a party and invite me. I'll kill myself just to come to it.
Oh, wow. Jenna, as the longer this goes on, the more worried I am. I wish you were a dog so that Sandy could talk you down off of a ledge.
I know, Jenna, honey, you got to get a little puppy and let that dog love you and take care of you.
This little puppy.
Oh my goodness. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi.
Oh, what an adorable creature.
Oh, baby, how are you? What's your puppy's name?
This is Rose. She's the little attention whore, so she had to come up and say hello.
Who brought that gargoyle to life?
That's the cutest.
You are such.
That's the cutest snubble I've ever seen.
Yeah, she's my little Pokemon.
Who brought that? Look at these gargoyles come to life.
Oh
Oh my
my
god, this is the
goodness.
cutest
Oh.
episode ever.
Oh
All
my
right. Wow. Very,
Oh.
very adorable. Oh my god, so many cute dogs. Oh my god.
Amazing.
I'm dying. I'm dying
You all
again.
are wonderful people because, if a dog doesn't like you, that's a sign. That's a sign.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, Jenna, we
Most
need to
dogs
know
don't
what
like
your answer is. RuPaul's Drag Race has been spun off to series in Canada, Spain, Thailand, and Down Under. The rumor has it the next place they're bringing drag to is Antarctica. It's going to be called RuPaul's Drag Race, the Cold What Edition?
Okay, so I initially was thinking Cold Nips edition, but since I picked up Rose, I think it's Cold Bitch edition.
The Cold Bitch Edition. Yes, ma'am. I love it. That's a fantastic answer. All right. Sandy, whatchamacallit, what did you write down as your best answer? It's RuPaul's Drag Race, the Cold What Edition?
Oh, so close. But I just want to say really quick, Dusty Junk Jenkins, did you ever see that TV show, the Friday the 13th, about the shop that had the scary things in it and they had to go collect all the scary things? Did you ever see that?
Can I tell you, I tried to watch that show, but it was too real.
Well, your
too
shop,
real.
I think your shop is like that. You have
I was like,
scary,
I
haunted
lived it. I
items.
don't need to watch this show.
Oh, I knew it. Anyway, she said Nips, and I was so excited, but then she changed her answer. I said the Cold Titties edition.
Oh,
Cold Titties Edition. That's right. That's right. A very good answer. Unfortunately, not a match, but a thing that will be cold in Antarctica.
Because I think they'd all be like, "Ooh, my titties are so hard they could cut glass." You
Right,
know?
exactly.
That was what I thought. Damn.
Luckily, they'll be plastic for most of them. All right, not a match. Dusty Junk Jenkins, do you watch RuPaul's Drag Race? Be honest with us.
You know, it's going to surprise a lot of people. And if you follow me on social media, you'll see it right in my bio everywhere I go. I'm a big Denise fan, and I'm a big RuPaul fan.
Of course. I knew it.
Because that makes absolute
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah,
I like
very
to think we all
popular
contain
streak.
multitudes, just like this object likely contains the souls of people that have owned it and then have disappeared. And I'm telling you this, it ends up back at the shop. Okay, it keeps coming back. I don't
Keeps
know who
coming back.
leaves it here. I just find it places. It always has a price tag on it. Anyway, I'm a big fan of the show, and I have to say that there's a chilling moment already. I know that this is going to be the coldest edition of the show that you're speaking of, but there's a chilling moment that occurs every week on the show. And I have to say that for me, the show should be called Drag Race, the cold, almost cruel way that Rue says sashay away.
Yes, I agree. Yes, it's already cold. It's only going to be colder in the Antarctic.
Very dismissive.
When she makes someone talk about a dead loved one and then sends them home a loser. Yes,
I got
very
left at
good.
the bus stop.
Yeah, I know. You got left. Yes. I do
After
that all the
forcing them to
time.
lip sync too often, and that's
I know.
very
Yeah,
humiliating.
forcing them to
Yes.
lip sync in a corset and then sending them home. That's fantastic. All right, centrist Robin Hood. Now, another famous centrist, RuPaul, famously a little ambiguous with her politics and maybe her personal beliefs on certain things as well. What do you think the Antarctic version of her reality show is going to be called?
Well, and exactly that. It's why I'm a fan. Although, to be honest, if they were really trying to make the show appeal to me, they would be both half in their outfits and half out. Just kind of right down the middle. Just that
Sure.
would really do a nice appeal to me. But you have to say, who are the only people that can really be made over in Antarctica? Well, it's obviously RuPaul's Drag Race Antarctica. Cold climate research scientists.
Cold climate research society. Cold. That's right. Yes, the climate research scientists down there are very cold, and they will be there in the audience because they are the only people that live there. So yes, unfortunately, not a match, but probably a very correct answer. All right, Ash Ketchum, you're not old enough to watch RuPaul's Drag Race, but it is beloved by 10 to 12-year-olds across the world. What do you think the Antarctic version of RuPaul's Drag Race will be called?
So I don't know what a RuPaul is. I looked at pictures.
She's a Pokemon.
She does look like a Pokemon gym leader that I remember named Ophelia. But Pikachu, as you saw, is a big fan of the show. He says I'm not supposed to watch it for apparently the same reasons you do. So he wrote down the cold courage, uniqueness, nerve, and talent edition.
That's right. That will also be very cold on this in Antarctica. Yes, the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. A very good answer. Unfortunately, not a match though. But not a match, but a snatch. Definitely a snatch. Very, very good. All right, Denise McLaren. RuPaul is two things that you can't can't stand, possibly three. What did you write down? What is the Antarctic version of her reality show going to be called?
Okay. First of all, I'm really upset that there wasn't some kind of warning that this kind of content would be on this show. I did not agree to be talking about such topics that I disagree with so strongly. According to Deuteronomy 22:5, and I quote the King James Version of the Bible, my favorite book. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God. So I said they would call this version of RuPaul's Drag Race Cold Sin. Okay, there is man and there is woman, and this is it makes me sick. I wish I could explain further, but I literally do not think I can.
I love you. I just want to tell you,
Denise,
I
do you
love
need
you.
a doggy bag for your vomit or
Oh,
your
I love you
face?
too. I love you too, Sandy, because I love my neighbor. Jesus tells me to do that, but I do have
Yeah,
to
so
let.
you're supposed to love everyone, and you're not the judge. So I love you. So let's love each other, okay? So
Yeah,
stop
yes.
calling him a sinner.
Oh, I certainly love every single person. I just hate the sins they commit, but especially those sins. I mean, I know lots of people who are divorced and they lie. I don't know. That
I love
doesn't
you.
bother me.
I'm just gonna
It
keep
doesn't
drowning
bother
you
me a
out.
ton.
I
I
love
can't.
you.
I don't
Did
really
you
know
hear
why.
that, Ghost?
Love
Especially
you.
gays.
Especially, that's right. Okay,
Especially.
This reminds me of
Y'all,
dinners at
Denise is
home.
just having fun with words. She's just having fun with
Yeah,
words.
she's
She's
just
just
it's
it's
just
wordplay.
opinion. It's an
If you
opinion.
think
She's
of it-
trying to express herself.
Well, Denise, unfortunately, not a match. And also, I'm so glad to say this will hopefully be the last time we talk tonight. Thank you so much. All right, Sasha the Bratz doll, we are looking for the Cold Bitch edition. What did you write down, you wonderful plastic person?
I have several questions because the lady said if dogs like you, that they will come up to you, but dogs have buried me several times, but also humped me. Does that mean they like me or don't?
They like you
Yes.
more than some things, less than others.
I like the
Listen,
dog.
Girl, you gotta respect yourself more than that. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's right.
They're
You tell
giving you
that
mixed
dog.
signals. Seriously.
Yeah, don't let that dog put you in a hole, and if they do, tell an authority figure.
Mhm.
It's very hard to get out, but usually my girl, she finds me.
Certainly, of course.
I
All right,
will,
what'd you write down? Did you write down bitch?
I wrote the only thing Barbie has ever called me.
It's a bitch! It's a cold bitch edition. That's right. You got it right. Oh,
Me and
good
Barbie,
job,
we do
Sasha.
not get along. Barbie thinks she's so big and smart because her proportions are very, very and anatomically correct, whereas my proportions are only anatomically incorrect in the head and the eyes and the feet and the hands.
Right, of course. Yes. Barbie
Because
definitely a
that's what
bitch.
counts.
That's right. Barbie canonically a bitch. We all know it to be true, but also she has really fun stuff, so we still play with her.
Well, just because she's had a job or 100, she looks down on me. But I have a fashion blog, which is a job.
All right. Well, good job. Unfortunately, only one match that round, but that means you are still ahead with 3 points, Jenna. So very good. All right, Eyelash, we're going to move quickly into this final round. This is your last chance. You need 3 to tie and 4 to win and move on to the bonus round. We're going to go through this one very quickly. All right, listen up, celebrities. Last chance to get Eyelash into the finals. All right, here we go. Now that in-person events are starting back up, Zoom is worried about losing its popularity. They've just released their new slogan, Zoom, still the best way to blank from your own home. Now that in-person events are starting back up, Zoom is worried about losing its popularity, so they just released their new slogan, Zoom, still the best way to blank from your own home. Write down your best answers. We're going to find out what Eyelash says, and then we'll find out if anybody matched quickly, and then we'll be moving on to our bonus round with whomever is in the lead. She needs 3 to tie, 4 to win and move on to the final round. There's an ice cream truck outside of my home. It is making very loud music.
That's
I
my
thought that
house.
was a poke flute.
No, it
That's
is
not my house.
it is an ice cream truck that I believe also sells drugs to kids. Either way, I'm going to catch him on the way back.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all. And I do. This song has racist original meaning, so let's all pretend it's about ice
Oh,
cream.
I'm gonna have to add that on Spotify.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, of course.
I'm all ready.
All right, everybody's written down their answers. Eyelash, what did you write down for the new slogan for Zoom? Zoom, still the best way to what from your own home?
Solicit attention from strangers sexually.
Actually correct. That is a very good answer and a completely accurate statement. Thank you, Zoom, for making something we like to do just that much easier. We love it. We're looking for that answer. Did anybody match? If so, hold up your answers. Do you have any matches? Anybody who thinks they might be a match? Anybody at all? Anybody on the panel? Solicit attention from strangers, especially sexually.
There you go. Play. I mean,
Like-
that's in the.
I would give you a point for that. I would say
I
that's
said
worth
it was
a point.
still the best place to ruin your career by masturbating.
That counts. That absolutely counts.
Is it 2? Unfortunately, 2 points, and we'll give that 2 points. So unfortunately, you with a score of 4-2, unfortunately, Eyelash, you have not won this round. Jenna, you are moving on to the finals. Congratulations. Thank you, Eyelash. Please stick around for the bonus round. All right. Jenna, the way this works is I'm going to give you a 1-word, 1 blank question to try to match one of our celebrities with perfectly. Which of our celebrities do you think you will be able to match exactly?
I'm gonna go with Bratz doll.
The Bratz doll, Sasha
We
the
got two
Bratz
so
doll.
far. I believe in us.
I know, right? You two are simpatico. You and a discontinued plastic doll. Very similar. All right, let's
I
see.
wasn't allowed to have her as a kid, so maybe we have a kinship.
All right,
Romeo and
Sasha. Sasha the discontinued Bratz doll, write down your best answer for this. Total blank. Total blank. We're looking for something that the Bratz doll thinks comes after total. Something tells me she wants to write Lee. All right. She's thinking about it, or that's just the way her face looks. She's plastic. Are you ready? Did you write down your answer, Sasha the Bratz doll?
I am almost completed.
She's almost complete. She's still writing. Jenna, think of a very long answer.
I was
All right.
gonna say I had like 3 in my head, but they're
right.
definitely not that long.
All right, I think she just took a while thinking about it. All right, Jenna, what do you think is the answer to total blank? What do you think is going to match her, Jenna?
Total brat.
Total brat.
Oh,
Sasha, what did you write down, honey? We're looking for brat.
that's a much simpler answer than mine.
Total penetration. Yes, something you haven't experienced because you're down between me down there is just a sheath of plastic. But
That's a Pokemon ability, right?
mhm,
Girl, I'll
that's
tell
right.
you all about it.
That's
What
right.
the
Right.
girl pretends that we're doing.
Exactly. Well, unfortunately, not a match. So, unfortunately, this gift bag filled with cash will not be able to be given to you. And instead, I'm going to throw it in the garbage. All right. Great job, Jenna. You've won this game, but not the prize. I'm so sorry. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us again. Thank you, especially to our contestants, Jenna and Eyelash Viper. Eyelash, tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
You can find me on Instagram. I am at Eyelash Viper. I'm also Nicole Todaro on Facebook. I don't have a Facebook page, but if you can find out that phonetic spelling from the way that I'm saying it, Todaro, then you can find me. I'm friends with Michael, and I would love for everybody to contact me and come see a show sometime.
I
I'll
love
certainly
it.
follow on my non-public account.
Oh, Lord. Jenna Frick, where can everybody find you on social media if they are so to do?
I'm at Yena, Yena Frick, so like my name, but with a Y at the beginning on everything.
Thank you.
And everyone come out to the Lou Room when it opens up in Hamden at the 2nd floor of Zissimo's. It's
On July
happening
1st.
July 1st.
That's right. Dusty Junk Jenkins has had his soul eaten by that toy. Oh my God, it's still here. Thank you all so much for joining us for this month's episode of Playing with Matches. We'll be back really soon. I think that doll wants to steal my soul. Thank you, Highwire. Good night.
Ta-da. Ta-da.